Welcome to 5 Minutes, your quick dive into the wide-ranging world of insurance, technology, and leadership. I'm Miguel Edwards, and I'll be your guide as we explore these topics that are transforming not just the insurance industry, but the business world at large. Along with sharing observations I've made over the span of my career in insurance, technology, and operations, I'll be chatting with some of the brightest minds in business and leadership. Whether you're a seasoned executive or a rising star, an industry expert, or just curious about how technology is revolutionizing insurance, this is your perfect spot for your weekly dose of insights. This is 5 Minutes. Rob Shemek, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. It's the end of the day, long day, but that said, you had a really big day. You had an announcement on the main stage. Tell us a little bit about what went on today.
Yeah, awesome. So it was a great pleasure to have the chance to be on the main stage to announce both AI for agencies. And, you know, our main concept behind that is that we are really in this business. And so when we build AI, we're not building general AI. We are an insurance business building AI for our own purposes. And then that can be used for all of the clients that we otherwise serve. So the announcement was really a big deal if you think about it from an efficiency perspective. So we've been piloting this AI in our agency. We think that it saves something like 40% of the time of the agents, so that the agents can ultimately just serve more clients, so we can do more business.
Right, and manage relationships, which is what they're supposed to do, right? Not do admin work.
Exactly. I mean, it's just so much fragmented process, so much manual exercise, so much duplication of effort, triplication of effort. And what if you can just eliminate that stuff and use AI to help you?
Can you go into any detail on some of the feature functionality?
Just at a very high level, assume that you're an agency and first a call comes in from a customer. We have an AI receptionist that actually will be the first interface with that customer, taking the information from the customer. Actually, it will qualify the lead and take some of the basic information. It continues all the way through the process to where we can actually do what would normally be the manual inputs that you would do for 4 different carriers for 4 different products. Now it will actually do it all automatically. And so what would have taken half an hour might take a minute. And so you can imagine how much time that ultimately creates and saves. So it begins with the original call from the receptionist. This is all linked together into the lead qualification, into the actual application, into getting the price, and then we can actually we never replace the agent. So the agent, you know, we get it to the place where the agent then can go back, review what has happened, and then issue the quote. But the beautiful thing about that is we can then take it right from there. And handle everything else end to end, really in an AI enabled way.
That's fantastic. What is, since you piloted it in your own agency first, what was the kind of the human capital or the human factors kind of change management involved in that?
You know, the way I think about a lot of what we want to do with AI is not so much about getting people out of the process, but continuing to give people the freedom to do the things that they really should be doing. I love what you said earlier. They should be spending their time on client satisfaction. They should be spending their time on the important elements of what they do. And if you can just eliminate that frustrating, they don't enjoy it anyway. The agent doesn't enjoy going through this manual process. And if you can just eliminate that element, you make their own satisfaction go up. You make their customer satisfaction go up. You make their the amount of business that they can go up. And so that's been the main outcome for us. I think generally speaking, a higher level of satisfaction even for our own agents.
I love that. Rob, when you think about the risk that you took in going in that direction, the obvious investment that was required, you know, what's some of the mental model, the thinking involved? We've got a lot of entrepreneurs that watch this thing. They're wanting to make a leap one direction or another. What's that mindset in terms of evaluating an opportunity and then making the plunge?
Yeah, you know, it's complicated because we have to be relentless prioritizers. The capital is a super tight resource for anyone that's in this space. And so, the way we think about it is that without capital, we can't do anything. So we have to treat it as a super precious resource. So we do a relentless set of prioritization, but we do have some basic guiding principles of the things that we're trying to do. Number one, we never lose track of the guiding principle that says what we're really here to do is to solve this need that's out there for just getting more protection into more people's hands faster, more at the time that they need it, kind of in a super efficient, we call it tailored, affordable, accessible, and convenient manner. And so if these are the guiding principles and then you do relentless prioritization against them, an opportunity like this jumps out at you as almost not should you invest in it, but you need to invest in it. So for us, this one was a no-brainer. It doesn't mean that everything we do in AI is a no-brainer, but I would say this was a no-brainer.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.